Recent news is at least 36 people have been killed and dozens more injured by wildfires that are sweeping the Hawaiian island of Maui, devastating homes and businesses. Hundreds of homes have been burned in that area. There has been mass evacuation that is underway, and thousands of people are being rescued from that fire. Many have been injured, and many they have lost their loved ones. Many they have lost their businesses, and others their children's fathers. As a Christians, we have to stand and pray for this area, wow, Hawaii, which is also known as Maui. One helicopter pilot described the scene from the air, saying that there is hundreds of homes that have been burnt down to the ground. And also he said that the entire area, which is a front street, and the whole historic area is gone, burned to the ground. That is his narration. The helicopter pilot who was part of the rescue team in that area. Now, he said that the fire started flaring up Tuesday and quickly spread, swallowing up beautiful landscapes and centuries old buildings that have been there for centuries. We have to pray as a Christian for these hundreds of homes and businesses and 36 people and more injured, for God to be with them. We need God in this area.
The Coast Guard rescuing more than a dozen people who jumped into the ocean to escape the fire. Firefighters are working around the clock, but the winds and dry conditions are feeding the fires. Southern California pastor Greg Laurie leads a congregation in Maui. Just weeks ago, CBN News traveled with him on his most recent visit. Today, he's posting on social media some video of that trip and the devastation that's occurred since.
Here's a video that we shot.
Now, it is said that these flames are very moving very fast. So they are causing panic, and people they are trying to rescue who they can. Now we have this charter boat crew member who was there when the fire started. He said that I was the last one to get off the dock when the first storm came through the bayani tree and took everything with it. And I just ran out to the beach and ran south. So I just helped everybody I could along the way. Now you can see this guy tried to help everybody. He couldn't. We need to pray for this dozen of people who have been injured and others they have been killed. Now we have this pastor called Greg Laurie. He tweeted and said that we should pray for the people in Maui. And he said that a church that God has blessed.
The Coast Guard rescuing more than a dozen people who jumped into the ocean to escape the fire. Firefighters are working around the
to follow Christ there in the last 7 years. So we must, as Christians too, we must continue praying for this area because we have seen people there being saved. Over 2,000 people they have been saved in that area. So we must pray for that area, for them to be saved. Now he said that this pastor says that they have set up the Harvest Maui relief fund that will be used to provide for those who are being affected by this fire. And he is urging everybody to contribute something that he has to help these families there to get relief and also be helped in getting and restarting their businesses that they had, because many have been
The Coast Guard rescuing more than a
affected.
dozen.
We need God in this area. Please pray. Just pass this message to many people as possible to get understand what is happening in that area. God bless.